The Spanish Governor's Palace, located in San Antonio, Texas. The one-story masonry and stucco structure features 10 rooms, a grand courtyard, and a fountain, and is alleged to be haunted. With the Habsburg crest of the double eagle, the crest was once the marker of King Philip V, who commissioned the construction of the building. In this last visible trace of the 18th century colonial Presidio San Antonio de Bexar complex, and the only remaining example in Texas of an aristocratic 18th century Spanish colonial in-town residence, the National Geographic Society has named the landmark the most beautiful building in San Antonio. The building was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1970. It is now owned by the city and is open to the public as a museum. The building was constructed in the early 18th century, planned as early as 1722 and completed in 1749. The keystone above the front entrance is marked with the coat of arms of Spanish King Ferdinand VI and the date 1749. The building was the residence and working offices of the local Presidio captain at first. Later, it became the home of the Spanish governors who lived in San Antonio. The building later became the capital building of the Texas region of Spanish Texas in 1772. The Spanish built the Presidio San Antonio de Bexar to protect the area's missions, including the Antonio de Valero Mission, the Alamo, and the missions in the present-day San Antonio Missions National Historic Park, as well as the growing Spanish colony. The Spanish Governor's Palace was constructed in the early 18th century and restored in the 1930s. The National Historic Landmark represents the last visual remnants of the Presidio San Antonio de Béjar. The Presidio was established as the result of a rivalry between Spain and France in the early 1700s for dominance of the territory that is now a part of the southwestern United States. To protect his claim against French encroachment, King Philip of Spain ordered the governor of Coahuila and Texas, Don Martin de Alarcón, to build a mission and presidio at the headwaters of the San Antonio River and San Pedro Creek. On May 5, 1718, Alarcón established the Presidio San Antonio de Béjar to protect the newly established Mission San Antonio de Valero, later known as the Alamo. The Presidio furnished escorts for officials and supply trains, as well as protection for the priests at the 5 nearby missions and the families who came to settle San Antonio de Béjar. 15 families from the Canary Islands arrived in 1731 to begin the settlement that would become San Antonio. Descendants of the original settlers still call San Antonio their home. A long line of Presidio captains presided over the military garrison and lived in the small home. The city of San Antonio eventually purchased the historic property in 1928 and completed the restoration in 1930 during the formative years of historic preservation in the United States and the height of the Spanish colonial revival movement. The place is located in between Market Square and the San Antonio Riverwalk, near the current City Hall. The address is 105 Military Plaza, San Antonio. If you guys love history and love to see things from the past and learn things, I would definitely recommend checking out this museum. The Spanish Governor's Palace is located in downtown San Antonio. Like I said, the address is 105 Military Plaza, San Antonio, Texas. So I would definitely go check it out. I believe it's $5 to enter. The prices could have changed, I'm not sure, but when we went it was $5 per person, of course. And you can go ahead and walk around and look at everything they have in there. They have old furniture, all types of things. I will say though that the furniture was that's not the original furniture from what I was told. I believe it was donated or it was purchased. But yeah, it's something really cool to check out. My kids liked it. They liked looking at all the stuff. It was really cool. Definitely give it a shot.